Okay, people. So, just had the pleasure of watching Polite Society. This was written and directed by Nida Manzoor. The film is produced by John Pocock, Oliver Kampfer, Eric Fellner, and Tim Bevan. It is executive produced by Cecilia Frugelli, um, co-produced by Rachel Alabaster, and associate produced by Angela Monique and Fia Poulet. Tom Howe and Shez Manzoor handle the music. Ashley Connor is on cinematography, while Robbie Morrison edits the piece. Aisha Bywaters took care of casting. Simon Walker, production design, with James Cross, Ellie Jones, and Sophie Lockwood on art direction. Set decoration is Mandy Sorin, and PC Williams handles costume design. So, the cast of the film, we have got Priya Kansara as Ria Khan. Ritu Arya is her sister, Lena Khan, her older sister, Lena Khan. Her mother is Fatima, played by Shubu Kapoor, and her dad is Rafi, played by Jeff Mirza. Right now, Ria has got two best friends. All right, there is Clara, played by Seraphina Beh, and Alba, played by Ella Bruccoleri. And Lena has a fiance, right, who is Salim Shah, played by Aksha Kamana. His mother is Rahila Shah, played by Nimra Booker. And yeah, actually, we don't meet his dad. No, we don't. Maybe I can't remember if there's a reference. Jesus Christ, my memory is terrible. There's Kovacs, Ria, Clara, and Alba's school bully, played by Shona Babayemi. There's also Edith, another of the mean girls at the school, played by Sally Ann. And there's Eunice Hoothart, right? Who, yeah, is a big inspiration for Ria, and we do hear her in the film. She has a voice part, as it were. Right, there's Mrs. Nuaz, played by Renu Brindle, Mrs. Abbas, played by Rekha John Cherian, Miss Spence, played by Jenny Fennell. Who else do we have? Miss Ikapol, played by Sophie Aisling, Mrs. Ahmed, played by Sue McLaughlin, Jezza, played by Tia Dutt, who else? The head waiter at the wedding, played by James McNicholas, the registrar, played by Tom Bonington. Yeah, that is probably our main group of people. Right, so the gist of the story, right, says it's a merry mashup of sisterly affection, parental disappointment, and bold action polite society follows martial artist in training Ria Khan, who believes she must save her older sister Lena from her impending marriage after enlisting the help of her best friends. Ria attempts to pull off the most ambitious of all wedding heists in the name of independence and sisterhood. Boy, oh boy, this film, people, this film was fucking tremendous, right? And the crazy thing, it's Nida Manzoor's feature directorial debut. Right now, she's done 3 shorts. She's done some TV work, 2 episodes of Doctor Who. You know what I mean? So it's not like she doesn't know her way behind a camera, right? And how to put pen to paper. But it's always a different thing doing a feature, right? Always a different thing. You know what I mean? Just getting the balance of comedy, action, authenticity. That's a difficult thing, right? You oftentimes see a film where, boom, the sentimental moments are fire, the jokes and all that are horrible, or the action is just ropey as fuck. So when you find someone who hits that triple threat, right, gets all those elements so well done in their first motherfucking feature, yo, you got to take note, people. You got to take note. And yeah, this film was, as I say, it's tremendous, right? Out the gate, I am laughing. I am laughing so hard, right? Because you've got Ria, right? She wants to be this stunt woman, right? Martial arts, she's got a YouTube channel, The Fury. You know what I mean? And like a lot of times with these things, it's either someone is straight terrible, right? Not good at all, or they're the best. And the fun thing with this is like we get some footage of her at I think I'm not sure if it's a competition or if it's just, sparring in class. But she's going toe to toe with this boy and she's getting her licks in, he's getting his in. You know what I mean? And that's great. I think that's good. Showing someone that look, they've got skills, but they're not necessarily the best all the time. That's great, right? Because then it makes you think, oh, who's going to win a fight, right? But when you've seen them just kick everyone's ass at the beginning, you're just like, ah. I mean, these fight scenes don't really mean anything because they're obviously going to win, right? And so that was great. That's a great way to start. Also, the chemistry between, Ria and Lena is fantastic. I mean, you believe that these are sisters and they love each other, right? Priya and Ritu, just phenomenal performances. Phenomenal performances, people. They just the way they convey these emotions, like when it's just like, "Can you help me with a video?" They're like, "No," and then you just got her pulling her off the bed, and she's just fighting it. But when she's doing the video, be like, "Yeah, that's it. You can do it. That was great. You're awesome." That's fantastic. It was just, oh man, it was just so great to see. So great to see, right? And I mean, the other big thing about this film, we've seen films, right, where someone is trying to stop a wedding, but it's always because either, right, they're jealous, they love the person, right, or they believe something's up, but it's not really. But with this one, she wants her sister to be the best she can be. right? She's just like, you should be an artist. That's your dream. I want you to be, you're going to be the best. Your work is incredible, right? We don't usually get that shit. So it's a different thing. Now, the fact that then this film jumps into sci-fi and fantasy is just a motherfucking treat, yo. It's a motherfucking treat, right? We get these twists that you're like, wait, what? I did not see that. Wait, did I miss something? What's happening here? You know what I mean? It's just, oh my God, it's incredible. It's incredible. Then we've got this supporting cast. People, the supporting cast, Jesus Christ. Her best friends, right? Clara and Alba, Seraphina and Ella are just, oh my God, they're killers. Shona as well as Kovacs, right? These girls smash it. They smash it, right? It's comedy timing. It's those emotions of best friends and bully. All of this, it just what like one of my favorite lines Seraphina delivers towards the end of the film is, "Your mum's a slag, and your cat is too." Oh, oh my God. Your mum's a cat of slaves. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's so funny. That's so, oh my gosh. And it's just full. It's chock-a-block of killer lines, people. Just these killer lines that feel right. Right? You're just like, yo, in that situation. Yeah, that's the thing you would be saying. You would say that shit. You know what I mean? That's where it works. That's where it works, man. So they just, everything is spot on. And the martial arts, man, it was great. Now, I'm not saying it was John Wick, right? But it was not shoddy, right? It was not shoddy. It wasn't one of them ones where you go, I mean, that kick, that punch, they didn't even land. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? It The martial arts was great, and you threw in some of that over the topness, right? So there was those elements of Scott Pilgrim in here. You know what I mean? With like Ria flying across the room. I mean, the fight between, well, I won't say, but there's a fight mid-film, right? Fight mid-film in the house. That's all I can say. That fight was fucking fun. That fight was so fun. Just people, you know what I mean? Look, doing this, talking about films, right? And when you understand the work that goes in, right? The people are pouring their passion, right? No one's trying to make a bad film. So it's difficult sometimes because you don't want to be too harsh. Now, sometimes people are mad crazy and you're just like, yo, what you did there, nah, come on now. But you want to be respectful. But when you see something that is just so fucking good, it's not hard at all. It's not hard at all, people. Right? So listen, I was going to see this a while back, but I was mad ill and I couldn't make it to the screening, which I was so irritated about. You know what I mean? So when I saw this on Now, I was just like, yo, I gotta watch this shit. And I'm so glad I did. Now, I will say, if you liked you are so not invited to my bar mitzvah. Right? If you liked Rye Lane, you're gonna love Polite Society. Now, it's not to say that it's like those films, right? Because Rye Lane, it's that kind of it's fucking hilarious, but it's kind of like that romance film. You feel me? And you're so not invited to my mitzvah. It's that coming of age angsty. So it's kind of more similar to that one with the friend dynamics and everything. But the comedy of Rye Lane was just so on point. And Bar Mitzvah. So that's why I mentioned both films, you know what I mean? But I just think those two films got it so right, you know? And when you're dealing with young people, so many times we see people just try and tell these stories that you're just like, yo, people don't talk like that, right? People don't interact like that. What the fuck are we doing? So when you see people smash it, you got to point that shit out. So if you like those films, people, I mean, just listen. If you like cinema, if you like great stories, you need to see this film, right? And it's another great example of taking down those barriers, right? Allowing different voices to tell stories. Because, as I said, we've seen countless films, TV shows about people trying to split up weddings. This one went in such a different direction, such a different direction. It was bold, it was brash, it was funny, charming, exciting, right? And we get some different motherfucking faces on the screen, right? So, yes, people, I definitely recommend you check this film out. It was definitely one of the top films of 2023. Now, I know it's 2024, but if you watched it when it actually came out, it would definitely be in your list of top films of that year. So go see it. It's phenomenal. And I don't throw those things around lightly, people. So, Polite Society, go check it out.